What is this 2x4 with tension strings mounted to a power pole? It's painted, affixed to 4 of the 6 sides. It is maybe 30 inches long and 9 feet above the ground. Located in Portland, Oregon, in a middle-class neighborhood. Facing north. What is it? It's an Aeolian harp, or wind harp, a musical instrument that is played by the wind. It is often placed in a slightly opened window where the wind can blow across the strings to produce sounds. What is this green cone-shaped metal object near satellite dishes on an empty lot? About 20 feet tall, found in a rural town in BC, Canada. I came across it on a bike ride on a rural empty lot. Looked pretty abandoned. I tried searching for it, but nothing similar comes up. What is it? It's a Sinclair's Comshel. It has been used years ago to shelter communication systems from hostile environments in remote locations, to withstand strong winds, and a buildup of radial ice. What is this metal object? About the size of a smart car, made of rusted steel, iron, or equivalent metal, with a spiral bell shape with a cage design. Along 4 spiraled bars or fins bolted tangent to the bell shape, spotted around Stennis Space Center on I-10, being carried on an 18-wheeler with an oversized load red flag. What is it? That is a cutter head for a cutter suction dredger. It cuts hard soil into fragments with a rotating cutter head. The material is sucked up by dredge pumps and discharged to a deposit area through pipelines across sea and land. What is this large 2-chambered concrete object found in the rural woods of Iowa? I found this while hiking. One side was filled with rainwater and the other dry. Perhaps some sort of old farm foundation. Any ideas? That is an old spring box. After searching historicareals.com, I found the location was part of an old farm that was torn down in the 1960s. This area was a livestock pen, and as such this was a waterer that got water from a spring or creek. It's right next to the Des Moines River. What is this cast aluminum thing? Maybe meatball tongs or ravioli. There's a BK2 imprint on the handle. Found it at a thrift shop. Any ideas? It's a chicken sans valail, a mold for making mock chicken legs. It is made of cast aluminum and is 8 inches long and has a hole in the end for a stick, possibly from the 1950s. What is this item about 26 inches in length with a J shape? It's made out of metal, but I'm unsure of the weight. It has forks or prongs coming off of it. It's all one solid piece, and I did not notice any markings on it. I found it half buried on old farmland in northern Vermont, and was also used as a dumping ground for unwanted items. Any ideas? It's an ice pole grapple. It is used for lifting ice cakes or rigging to a loading line for loading and unloading trains, boats, vehicles, etc. What are these heavy metal flange type items? Looks vaguely like a showerhead. Feels heavy like steel but isn't magnetic. I acquired 2 of them, but they are of different ages or conditions. I have no reason to think they are a pair. Roughly 6 inches long by 4 inches wide. The opening is not threaded, inside which I can't photograph appears to be a rubber gasket, making me think this is some type of pressure release valve. The hinged part does not open fully. There is a pin that is non-movable attached to one part that locks into a little U-ring, allows it to wiggle up and down and side to side with about 1/4 inch clearance. I've had these for a while, no markings on them, but they came from an estate sale with a lot of antiques. Any ideas? It's part of an Edison diamond disc phonograph. I would estimate this phonograph to have been manufactured sometime around 1915. They were made to play diamond discs. What is this dual-handled 8-foot wooden thing? I found it in a northern Wisconsin Airbnb. It's used as wall decor along with lots of animal heads. It came along with the cabin when the current owner bought the place, and she doesn't know its history or purpose. What is it? It looks like the crank to pull a bucket up a water well. Judging by the amount of torque shown on the wood, it lifted heavy buckets that probably required 2 people to lift. What is this clay pot that has a small hole on top? It has a thick bottom but is hollow. It doesn't seem very old. What is this used for? It's a Navajo seed pot. They were designed to protect the seeds for next year's planting from rodents and insects. A wide-mouthed vessel like a traditional bowl, jar or olla, could not keep vermin out. What are these metal studs in exterior street-facing walls, seen all over Geneva, Switzerland? They are about 4 to 5 inches from the ground, tapered towards the wall. Styles differ a little, some have flatter ends. Any ideas? I'm a surveyor from Germany. These are used for height measurements called leveling. A leveling rod is placed on top of these metal studs, which have a defined height. Using an optical level you can determine height differences. This silo in southern Minnesota has had the base enclosed in this sort of funnel for over a year now. It appears to be a solid frame with plastic wrap over it reaching several stories above ground. There is some construction material nearby that I assume is related, but I've never actually seen anyone there or any work being done. And there are pipes, spools, etc. So I'm not sure how they would be used in this silo. It's something that leaves a lot more room above ground level than at ground level. So it's kind of hard to picture there being scaffolding or anything inside. I've lived in farm country my entire life, and this is the only time I've ever seen anything like this. And I can't find any similar examples on Google. Any ideas? It is a water tower under construction for the city of Faribault, Minnesota. The thing on the bottom will be lifted into place soon enough. I don't live in Faribault but drive by it on occasion. The pic must be old. It has the city of Faribault painted on it now, and is almost ready to be hoisted up on top of its pedestal. What is this thing on the ceilings of a 1960s house recently purchased? It's mounted to the ceiling in most rooms. It looks kinda like a sprinkler head, but isn't. What is it? It's a heat detector. The metal disc is just a heat-conductive surface to trigger the alarm when it hits that temperature on the sticker. What is this little house with jail cell windows and a chimney in the middle of a river? It's made of concrete and 4 feet by 4 feet-ish. I reverse image search on Google, and I searched cement chimney in a river and various other iterations of that. No results so far. What is it? That is an overflow drain inlet. We have them in all our reservoirs. It controls the water elevation. Water gets up to the bars and overflows into another pipe. The jail bars keep the large debris out. There's a manhole cover on top for access, and it's not a chimney. It's where you attach a wheel to the small square shaft on the side to open the gate valve underneath the structure. I bought this odd ceramic from a thrift shop in the UK and have no clue what it's used for. One piece fully glazed about 25 centimeters by 10 inches high and 20 centimeters and 8 inches in diameter. The type of earthenware and glaze is common on jugs, jars and bottles, but with the fully open base and one hole in the sides, I've no idea what purpose it has. Not sure if the detritus on the inside is related to its function. Not sure of the age, but a guess would be from the 1900s. Brown glaze on top and neutral inside and lower outside. Can't make out the small text on the top. What is it? Please tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.